From the Bill Coleman Practice Complex in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, I'm THI staff writer Jacob Turner. And joining me, Miss Deana King. For those who don't know, she's our director of football recruiting. I think they probably know at this point as much as you're on TargetIllustrated.com. But Deana just got done with Mack Brown's Showtime camp here on Saturday afternoon in Chapel Hill. First thing I'm going to say is thank the Lord it was inside, because this is a hot one in Chapel Hill. Here in this amazing indoor practice facility is awesome. So that we're counting our blessings of that, because we'd probably be drenched right now if it wasn't. But Deana, I just want to kind of ask you about your overall takeaways from camp today. I know a lot of kids out here, a lot of really talented kids, some with Carolina offers, some with not, a lot of current players out here, coaches as well. So what are just kind of your overall takeaways from today's camp?
I believe they had a little bit over 100 kids here, like you said, all different classes. Just trying to get kids down here to evaluate them in person. Some kid got offered today. We've seen the Lane kid, I believe, got an offer earlier in camp, and he was very impressive in this camp. So just to, get a good idea about these kids, see them in person, see them in action, and get a good evaluation of them.
I don't know if you open any question, because there's so many kids here, but any kids in your eyes that maybe stood out a little bit, or any takeaways like that?
Jonathan Paylor.
Yeah, big time, really good kid.
4-star from Cummins, local kid. He was just amazing today, just running amazing routes. Nobody could cover him. So he's one, and he's definitely one of the top targets for the Tar Heels in the 24 class. Avery Matauer, the big, tall Texan quarterback.
Love his hair. Best hair here, by the way.
Yeah, he's been here. This is his third time to Chapel Hill. It's a pretty long trip from Texas to Chapel Hill. So we'll have an interview with him later. He likes UNC. Some other kids, we had Jamal Jarrett here, who didn't participate, but was here to support a couple of his teammates. One of them was Alex Taylor, a really big 4-star wide receiver from Grimsley. So, we'll spotlight a lot of these other kids. So, very successful. Got to meet a lot of kids too.
Yeah, it's great for us, because obviously we get to talk to people and interview kids that we don't get to see but so often, and especially in person. We obviously interview a lot of kids over the internet, but seeing them in person is obviously a lot better and different. Deana, I know we could sit here and talk all day about individual guys. I know for me, a few guys and stuff. I thought the running back room looked really good. I thought there was a few guys in there. I shot a few ISOs with rerunning. I thought there was a handful of guys in there that looked really impressive. I thought the wide receiver battles, like I know you mentioned a couple as well. And then the quarterbacks, you had Tad Hudson out there as well, UNC commit. And I know that your guy, with long hair, I can't remember his name.
Avery Matauer.
There we go, Matauer. Had a lot of conversation with Phil Longo today. They had a lot of dialect throughout drills before camp, after camp, and whatnot. So it seems like that relationship is bonding a little bit. And you said he likes Carolina too, so definitely a guy to continue to keep an eye on. Let's look ahead real quick before we wrap this one up. I mean, this middle of June right now, things are kind of slowing down. We were talking to a couple of the Carolina coaches, and they're like, we're not too far away from vacation right now, the few weeks that they do get off. But what's, for people who don't know, what does the rest of June look like for recruiting and everything?
The camp season's over. They've had some official visits. They had 4 official visitors this weekend. Chris Culliver, Nathan Lecoq, Julian Randolph, who committed to UNC just this week, and Shelton Lewis, who was a Pitt commit that come down here. So we got to watch that. But then the next weekend is the big recruiting weekend. Maybe 20 kids here for official visits. So that's the camp scene is over. I know they'll have their big annual cookout later on in probably late July, August. So basically, this was it. The camp scene.
Yeah. Wrapping it up here. I think it's a good place to wrap this short little podcast up, for lack of a better word. I don't know if we're going to call it that. But I've been Jacob Turner. She's been Deana King here from Mack Brown Football Showtime camp. A lot of talent on display. And like you said, I think the June might even ramp up next weekend as well with all the official visits. So if you guys want to see interviews, ISOs, everything we shot today, keep it locked to TargetIllustrated.com. Have plenty of content coming out from here. And keep it locked, because like I said, like Deana mentioned, next weekend could be a busy weekend for the Tar Heels. I've been Jacob Turner again. She's been Deana King. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.